Portmore residents protest that they don't want parish status. Jamaicans believe the country is heading in the wrong direction. 54 persons have been killed in traffic crashes this year. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. Roberta Flack, the Grammy-winning soul singer best known for her celebrated interpretation of romantic ballads like Killing Me Softly with His Song, as well as her professional collaborations and social activism, has died. She was 88 years old. Flack died yesterday at her home surrounded by her family. And over her career, the classical trained daughter of a church organist secured 14 Grammy nominations and won 5, including a Lifetime Achievement Award in 2020 and back-to-back Record of the Year wins. Meanwhile, placard-bearing residents of Portmore protested yesterday morning at Dawkins Avenue at the entrance to the Portmore Toll Road against the government's decision to establish Portmore as the 15th parish. The protesters said that the consultation process leading to the decision had been inadequate, while chanting a list of social amenities that are lacking in the municipalities. The government used a supermajority in the House of Representatives earlier this month to pass the Counties and Parish Act to make Portmore a parish, while Member of Parliament for St. Catherine South Fitz Jackson said that residents were concerned about the impact of the possible change to parish status. Mr. Jackson also said the government should abandon what he claimed was an act of gerrymandering as it seeks to establish Portmore as a parish. Justice Minister and Member of Parliament MP for North Eastern St. Andrew Delroy Chuck has declared that if the governing Jamaica Labour Party organizes itself well, another landslide victory could be on the horizon in the upcoming general elections. The JLP had grabbed 49 seats to the opposition People's National Party 14 in the 2020 elections, and general elections are due by September of this year. Chuck pointed to last week's nationwide news Blue Dot poll findings that show that the GLP is leading the PNP by 6 percentage points, but said Labourites cannot be complacent despite those favorable opinion polls. But while he's saying that nearly 50% of Jamaicans featured in a nationwide survey believe that the country is heading in the wrong direction. And this is according to the latest RGR Gleaner Dunn Anderson poll, which was conducted between January and February of this year. The poll canvassed response from 1,201 Jamaicans aged 18 years and older who are registered to vote across all parishes, and it has a margin of error of plus 3 percentage points at the 95% confidence level. And when asked how they view the state of the country and in which direction they believe the country is heading, 47% of respondents said the wrong direction. Only 29% believed the country was on the right trajectory, and the remaining 24% said they were not sure. Meanwhile, Jamaicans for Justice said it will not engage in a war of words with Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake over the high rate of police fatal shootings after he claimed that the human rights lobby group concerned is misdirected. Jamaicans for Justice Executive Director Michael Jackson last week expressed outrage after 50 persons were killed in 50 days during alleged confrontation with the security forces. The group said this represents a dramatic increase of 163% over the corresponding period last year. But Dr. Blake said GFJ's call should be aimed at those who make the decision to challenge a far more superior force. Mr. Jackson said while members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force have a right to defend themselves whenever challenged by criminals, police accountability is also important. She added that JFJ calls for accountability should not be seen as anti-police. 54 days into the year and at least 54 people have been killed in traffic crashes. The two latest victims, drivers of private motor cars, were killed in separate crashes between Saturday night and Sunday morning in St. Catherine and St. Elizabeth. And up to Friday, the Island Traffic Authority was reporting that 52 persons were killed in 47 fatal crashes since the start of the year. And the weekend deaths have now pushed that number up to 54 from 49 fatal crashes. Meanwhile, a trial readiness hearing date of September 25th of 2025 has been set for former Western St. Mary Member of Parliament MP Joylan Silvera, who is charged with the murder of his wife Melissa, and the trial is then expected to begin 4 months later. The development was disclosed when Sylvia appeared in the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston last week. High Court Judge Justice Vinette Graham Allen ordered that the accused should stand trial beginning on January 12 of 2026, and he was further remanded into custody. The Independent Commission of Investigations INDECOM is probing another fatal police shooting. Shane Bulgin, a 33-year-old reputed gang member, was fatally shot during a police military operation in Top Geneva, Grangehill, Westmoreland yesterday morning. The police said about 6 a.m. a team of security force personnel went to a house to serve a search warrant. Bulgin was killed after he reportedly ran from the building and fired at the team of officers. A Taurus 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 5 rounds was also seized. The police said Bulgin, who is associated with the Kings Valley gang in Westmoreland, had been on their radar for some time in relation to organized crime and a string of murders and shootings dating back to 2022. And that looks like number 54 this year of men killed by the police. Meanwhile, the St. Andrew North police are trying to identify the motive for an attack on a father and son in Bounty Hill on Sunday night which left one dead. Javed Listombe, 19, was fatally shot while his father was wounded. The incident happened at their home about 10:30 p.m. The police said electronic items were also stolen by the gunmen. On to sports, Jody Brown and Kayla McKenna both scored and assisted as Jamaica Reggae Girls beat Peru 2-0 in the first of their 2 friendly internationals at Estadio Miguel Gau in Lima, Peru on Sunday. And it was the 3rd straight win for the girls, their first 3-win streak since 2022 after beating South Africa in 2 games played in Montego Bay late last year. And it was Jamaica's first win over a South American opposition since 2022 when they beat Paraguay in Montego Bay. Under Premier League, Harbourview came from 2 goals down to earn a 2-2 result against Tivoli Gardens on Sunday at the Harbourview Stadium. With 13 games to go, they are now 10th on 24 points. And in other results, Cavaliers were 2-1 winners over Chapelton Maroons. Dunbeholden edged Humble Lions 3-2, while Racing had a similar score over Mullines United. Waterhouse also edged Portmore 1-0. Third place Montego Bay United and first place Mount Pleasant. They played to a 1-1 draw last night, with Mount Pleasant now moving up to 62 points, while Mobay move up to 50. Arnett Gardens earned 3 valuable points last night with a 2-0 beating of second to last place Vere United. Arnett remain in second on 55 points. And if you missed the news on this radio station, please go to YouTube, type in Jamerican Undiluted News, listen, like, share, hit the notification bell so when we upload, you'll be notified. That's news and sports on your favorite radio. My name is Mikey Bones. I gone.